So Sora has been revealed as the final new character in Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo Switch. And I thought I would go back and revisit my memories of the first time that, well, not just me, but the whole world got to see Sora. And that is with Kingdom Hearts 1 on the PlayStation 2, the original Kingdom Hearts game. I actually did not, you're going to think I'm crazy, but I have not played any other Kingdom Hearts game but the first one. That's right, I haven't played 2, I haven't played 3. The portable ones, I have only played Kingdom Hearts 1 on PS2 way back in 2002 when it came out? And I do have some pretty fond memories of it because I remember when that game was first coming out, yo. Like, some of y'all were probably really little, or maybe you weren't even born yet. But, dude, this game was pretty hyped up. I remember the big story was it was Disney with Squaresoft and Final Fantasy. So it was like a hybrid of Disney and Final Fantasy. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, well, I like Disney. I grew up a fan of Disney movies and Mickey Mouse and all that when I was a kid. And I like Final Fantasy. I mean, at that point, Final Fantasy had a pretty good track record for itself, so I was in. I mean, love RPGs, and this was more of like an action platformer RPG. And I was in. I was already in from the start. And let me tell you, that commercial for Kingdom Hearts aired everywhere, dude. When they played Simple and Clean, when you walk away, you don't hear me say, please, oh baby, don't go. Simple and I think that's how it goes, right? It's been years, bro. I haven't heard that song in years, dog. Simple and clean is the way that you're making me feel tonight. That song was dope, man. It's hard to let it go. Now I'm gonna bump that song when I get done with this video. It brings back a lot of memories. Anyways, I like this game. Okay, and I know the series gets better and better, but I like this game. I like everything about this game. I like how, it's got like a hack and slash Zelda type of thing. You've got Donald Duck and Goofy as your partners. Mickey Mouse was like hyped up as being the most powerful character ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he was hyped up as being the alpha of the Disney universe. I love the idea of going to different worlds from different like Disney films, such as Alice in Wonderland, and you go to Jack Skellington from The Nightmare Before Christmas, which I didn't even remember that was a Disney movie. I know Tim Burton produced it, but I don't even remember it being a Disney movie. I just remember it being like a Tim Burton movie. And then you have like summon abilities, like with Dumbo and Tinkerbell. Like, as a fan of Disney, you gotta understand, there's a lot of hatred towards Disney nowadays as a corporation. As a corporation, but when we were all kids, I mean, dude, I grew up watching these movies on VHS, bro. Like, Peter Pan and Dumbo and Alice in Wonderland and Sleeping Beauty. I had all the VHSs, bro. Little Mermaid. Like, so as a kid, I was very familiar with these characters, but they introduced a new character to the universe named Sora. Sora, of course, being the main character. You also have other characters like Kyrie, and Sora is pretty much like the main character of this game. And Sora's not from a Disney movie or from Final Fantasy. And I remember thinking when I was younger, it would be an interesting game if instead of playing as Sora, you played as Mickey. You know what I mean? Mickey was the main character. It was Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, like that original trio from the cartoons of like the 30s and 40s and maybe even before then. Like, that'd be a good idea. And so to this day, I often wonder why they went with this new character of Sora. I guess because they wanted to kind of brand Kingdom Hearts as being like Sora's series. And I guess the storyline kind of was more about Sora than it was about the Disney characters. Disney was just like a backdrop. So of course the question now is Sora a Disney character or um is Sora a Final Fantasy character? Now I'm actually going to rank Sora as being more of a Final Fantasy character because he was a Squaresoft original. I really loved some of the locations, like Agrabah and Mount Olympus and all that. The characters, the cameos, like as a fan of Disney, you couldn't help but love the game, dude. Like that's really what it was here to do. But the game was not that easy. I remember having some trouble finding some things in the game. I remember having fun with it, but I remember finding having some trouble in the game. I forget. I think it was the Alice in Wonderland level where I kind of got stuck on it, where you have to go big and small. I think that was the one. It's been years. I haven't played this game in years. And actually, before I did this video, I went to my PS2 collection and I cannot find my copy of Kingdom Hearts. I don't know where it's at. So I don't know if somebody stole it from me and I never noticed it, or if I gave it away. Like, I don't remember. I genuinely can't find it. I found my other games, but I didn't find it. So I think what I might end up doing is I might end up buying that Kingdom Hearts collection on the PS4. I might do that and just play the games from start all over again, from start to finish. I thought about doing that. But anyways, so the Disney villains are also in this game. And of course, there's also Heartless. And the Heartless was this, you know, I don't even know what you call it, this like dark spirit. It's like difficult to really explain. It's been so long since I played this game, dude. But the platforming, I remember some parts of it were a little bit wonky. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it was a little bit wonky at first till you get used to it. I gotta talk about Sephiroth. If you played this game, you know about Sephiroth. Sephiroth was like a bonus boss in the game, and he was an asshole. I think I beat him. I'm pretty sure that I did, but I don't remember. It's been literally almost 20 years since I played this game, so my memories on it are vague, but I'm pretty sure I did beat him. But if I didn't, there's no shame because he was an asshole. The game really combined elements of Final Fantasy and Zelda. Like I said, it's an action platformer, and it kind of became Square's like big action platforming franchise. I never thought it was going to end up being a big franchise when it first came out. I thought it'd be like a one and done game, maybe a sequel, maybe do that. But it became a huge thing. Like when I first got on the internet, I realized just how huge this game was, and also, another big reason, too, I got to put over the production, too. The music, the voice cast, like, not just simple and clean, but, like, all the soundtrack of this game was great. Like, it's a very well-made game. And everyone keeps telling me that Kingdom Hearts 2 is better. And it's like, okay, like, I really need to play that game at some point in my life. Because I haven't. I've just, the first one came out, I played it. I went through this phase in my life like after the PS2 came out, but before I got an Xbox 360, where I didn't play any new games for like, I want to say like maybe 4 or 5 years. Man, no, I don't think it was that much. Maybe like 3 or 4 years where I just kind of kept playing my old catalog and I never really experimented with new games. And, I guess I didn't really love Kingdom Hearts as much as some of the other games like the Zeldas and Final Fantasies, but I did like it quite a bit. And I just feel like maybe I should go back and try it. But as far as my memories of the first game, I think it still holds up. I know some are going to say, well, it's PS2 graphics, but graphics to me don't really make a game as much as the gameplay does. And the gameplay to me was perfectly fine. I mean, in some ways, even though it's not quite like Final Fantasy 12, it could be seen as a precursor to it. There are some similarities there. Maybe not so much in the platforming side of things, but certainly in like the way the game has the mechanics of controlling like the other characters and whatnot. Like and also there's also some Dynasty Warriors elements too in this game. A little bit, not too much. With the hack and slash, but it's not quite the same thing. But yeah, those are my memories of Kingdom Hearts 1. Sora is in Smash now, so that is it. That's the end of Smash, at least for what we've been told. It's the last new character to be invited into the series, so we'll see where it goes. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Have a great one, and we'll talk soon.